All right, so let's set this thing off. It's 103.5 The Beat. I'm K.Foxx, and I'm hanging out with B.Smyth.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure's all mine.
Now, you are originally from Florida, right?
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale, born and raised, 954. We in here.
954. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about your journey. How did you get into the business? How were you discovered?
Well, I got discovered like about 2.5 years ago, and I started singing like actually about 3.5 years ago. I could always sing, but it was like a hidden passion of mine, and I didn't really know how I was gonna get it, like make it into the industry. So I just really used the internet the best way that I could, and I was doing like cover songs, and I was able to develop a fan base and a pretty big buzz.
So you were on you would go on YouTube.
Yeah.
And whose songs would you sing? Whose songs would you cover?
Well, like YouTube is like all about traffic. So whatever the hottest song, whether it was a Drake song or a Lil Wayne song, I would try to cover the hottest song at the time, and I would take requests from folks, and I was able to actually really develop a fan base from that. So that's how I made it really happen.
So is that how you got discovered? Like with labels, they were like, "Hey, we got to get this kid. We got to sign him." Like,
yeah. Also, like while I was doing that each week, World Star Hip Hop picked up one of my videos and like featured me as singing talent of the week. And from there, I started getting a lot more traffic, like more followers, more YouTube views, and people started anticipating my videos. And from there, like labels started reaching out to me. I think the first person to actually hit me was like Babyface, and then.
What was that like, getting hit from Babyface?
I didn't believe it at first. I was like, nah, right. Yeah,
Wait, so
right.
he called you on the phone?
Well, one of his producers hit me, and was like, yo, I'm working with Face. He really likes what you're doing, and he wanted to bring you out to LA and kind of do some records with you. I didn't really know how to take it because I didn't really know what it was. I thought maybe catfishing me or whatever. I was like, nah. So he stayed persistent though, and he stayed at it, and we made it happen. I flew out there. We did a couple records, and that's the homie. Shout out to Mr.
Would you?
Edmund.
Do you think that like now where you are in your career now, would you think that you'd just be saying that's the homie Babyface, like
Nah, I mean definitely not. Especially me coming from a small city like Fort Lauderdale. And me just doing it from YouTube, me not knowing how I really was gonna, make it happen. And it didn't really take that long. I just really, devoted myself and, set some goals for myself and really went after them goals, and I was able to achieve them.
So fast forward, you did a single with 2 Chainz, called Let Go.
That was about that was my introduction to the world, and it was crazy, because it's kind of different. It's definitely a different animal, coming from covering songs that were already hot to actually being judged by your original content, and actually people getting to know you as an artist. And it was definitely a different transition, but like I said, I was blessed to be working with somebody like 2 Chainz, especially on my first single. And
so that's how you guys hooked up.
Yeah, the label put that in play. He was Motown and Def Jam is like one big family, so they asked me who I like and what I was listening to, and I was already a fan of Chainz. So
now talk to me about the Florida Files. This is your EP, right?
Yeah, it's in Best Buy right now, and it's on iTunes. It released October 15th of last year, and we just been working it.
Twerkaholic.
Yeah.
Who's a twerkaholic?
I mean, a twerkaholic is just someone that likes to dance a lot. Somebody that really we all have certain friends that's always dancing or always twerking. Where they and I mean, I'm seeing girls twerking in Walmart and in the grocery stores and different.
Do you have
like
ladies
that,
sending you twerk videos because of your single?
Yeah, I mean, all on Vine and on Instagram, they be turning up. So
speaking of Instagram, you have a very interesting Instagram.
Yeah.
I know your mom is in here, so mom, you might want to cover your ears.
Nah, it's all good.
I was like, let me check out his Instagram.
Okay.
And you said something very interesting about the way that you stop your lady from complaining for the day.
Yeah, that's very special for my lady.
Do you remember what you said?
Yeah, I remember. I mean, it be like that sometimes, sometimes.
But what did you say?
I said that when they get to arguing and when they get to fussing, sometimes you just gotta let them sit on your face. Maybe sometimes, you know what I'm saying, Miss Epps. Can I get some?
Yeah, DJ Epps is in the building as well.
No, but I mean, it be like that sometimes. Sometimes women, really don't want to argue. They just want to be loved, or they just want to, the argument. They use the argument to get to other things. So.
And how old are you again?
I'm 21.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Mom, did you teach him any of that?
Nah,
You know,
nah,
do
nah.
women just want to be loved?
Yeah, and
Which
I
is
like to
true.
love 'em. I
It's
like
very
to
true.
love 'em.
We do want to be loved. Now, have you been seeing what's been going on with Justin Bieber?
I have, but I don't really try to pay too much into that because people, you never know what's really going on. So
Well, I was
what-
saying that because he got arrested. He was, he's a young kid. You guys aren't that apart in age. You are legal though. You know,
Yeah.
Justin Bieber's a little younger than you, but I mean, you're a singer. You're coming up in the game. There's a lot of things that you may have access to.
Yeah.
Especially in Miami. It's full of anything that you want at any given time. And I know that you guys have a similarity because he ran into the law, with a lot of things going on, and so did you. You got arrested
Yeah.
not too long ago.
That
Talk
was,
to me about that.
I mean, that basically was it was just a misunderstanding. I felt like I was treated unfairly. Because of my circumstances, whatever you want to call it. But
Do you feel like you were being profiled?
a little bit, yeah, definitely. Me and my brother, and especially in Coral Springs, that's something that is not very different. Situations happen like that all the time, and not only in Coral Springs, but I'm sure all around the world. And I think it's time for a change, and to really start treating our citizens like citizens.
But what happened? What did they even stop you for?
I don't know, man. It's like I don't know what tailgating is. I don't know.
Wait,
what
they
that
stopped you
means.
for tailgating?
I was never stopped.
Okay.
I
Let's
stopped.
clarify what actually happened.
Well, I don't actually right now. It's still some things that we still got to get worked out in court and stuff like that. So I don't want to go all the way into detail. But
Okay.
I mean, like I said, it was just a misunderstanding, and that let's hopefully nothing like that ever happens again in the future.
Yeah, we don't want it to see you spiral out of control because this Justin Bieber thing is it's kind of scary.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, I'm not that kind of dude. I'm not I like to just keep everything cool. So when at that moment, I kind of just lost my cool. So
Did you say some things to the arresting officer about his wife or being with his wife or?
Like I said, some things got heated, in the heat of the moment. But like I said, I don't condone, that being said, and cops should be treated with respect as well as citizens should be treated with
Exactly.
respect.
No more racial profiling.
Nah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this. Now what's next? You have the Twerkaholic,
Uh-huh.
and are you working on a full, complete album now?
Oh
or?
yeah, definitely. Twerkaholic is the new single. I love how it's feeling organically. It's growing, on the internet. Radio stations are picking it up, and I'm just loving how it feels just off of me just putting it out. Right now I'm working on an album. I'm actually finishing that up right now, but I don't want to rush it. I just want to keep putting out content, keep putting out dope music, dope songs, and when that album is ready and it feels right, we gonna do that.
Well, we are ready for your album. Now, are there any artists that you want to work with, or anybody that you looked up to?
I kind of worked with some of my favorites already. Yeah, I got a record with Future. It's on the EP. It's called Win Win. Mike Will produced it, and 2 Chainz was on that first single. And but right now I'm really focused on B.Smyth and just really getting people familiar with my name and making sure people understand that I'm here to stay and that I'm that new guy.
Well, we ready for you, B.Smyth.
Yeah.
That's right, B.Smyth, K.Foxx, DJ Epps.
Yes, sir.
Is 103.5 The Beat, and make sure that you guys look out for this EP, The Florida Files.